What's up guys, Hades here. We have this new event with the altars and I cannot believe how amazing it is. I usually have some sort of like downside or like gripe about something, but this one is just flat out amazing. I'm going to show you all the things I do to collect tons and tons of relics or altars essentially, and I have so many. Like, this is all today. I have been non-stop collecting them since reset. It's been 3.5 hours. I'm still collecting them. I'm well aware I'm recording this and I'm sending 1 minute, but that's just so I can talk to you guys and really break down what's going on and how I can do so many. And I'm going to break down all my tips and tricks, and then I'm going to give you a breakdown of how many I got within the 3 hours, so you can kind of see what you might be able to expect, and maybe you should put a little priority on it. I would highly recommend it, as it's very, very powerful. Okay, so here's a map of KVK, and I made a few very specific colors to kind of demonstrate what's happening. So you can see clearly in the middle here, the red. This is where you're gonna get the tier 2 relics. Now, tier 2 relics are significantly better than the tier 1 relics. When you get the 30-minute speed ups, you get 5 instead of 3, and when you get the 5 minutes, you get a couple extra. Now, the blue area is where you get the level 1s. They are not, I wouldn't say significantly worse, but the best drops give about an hour less of speed ups. It gives 1.5 hours instead of 2.5. But there are some very specific strategies I want to talk about. Now, the key here is zones. And you can kind of see I separated the lines to their own little zone. And this is really important. So you can see here there's the tier 2 zones, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna start anywhere, doesn't matter. Try and stay away from people. You're going to have a little zone of around 20 kilometers around yourself, and you're gonna pick every single little relic you can. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna click random teleport. And this is right at 00 UTC. And let's just say you pop up right here. You can do the same thing. Everything under 30 seconds, grab. Runs out, teleport again. Runs out, teleport again. Runs out, teleport again. It took about 45 minutes, and then the zone just got so dry, it wasn't really worth grabbing them anymore. So what you do is you save your teleport. You can use one teleport very early, but remember, it's a 20-minute cooldown in KVK. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a zone. I just ended up picking Nordry, and I just teleported. I looked and I found a hotspot, and I went here, and I just farm, random teleport, farm, random teleport, farm, random teleport. And then I just kept doing that until I ran out of good stuff, and then I would jump down somewhere else. It doesn't matter. And then I go into the zone, and then farm, random, farm, random. Okay? What happens is when you random teleport, you are stuck in that area. You cannot random teleport past the gate. So if I'm in Nordry, I'm stuck in Nordry when I'm random teleporting. When I'm in Alvardi, I'm stuck random porting in there. That's why it's important to save that 20-minute cooldown of teleports so I can move from Alvardi to Nordry, okay? Everyone and their mother is going to be in this red zone. You don't want to be in this red zone after 45 minutes because it's going to be dry. It depends on your server. Maybe it's less than that. Maybe it's more than that. But you want to get level 2s first, and you want to jump out and start working on the level 1s. And I'm going to give you the breakdown just how important the level 2s are compared to the level 1s. Okay, so I made a chart. I marked down 3 different screenshots of how many speed ups I had, and this was my starting point. So this first screenshot is the start point. The second one is 45 minutes after, and I did the math here. I collected 153 30-minute speed ups, which is equivalent to 3 days and a little change. And then I got 271, which is just under a day. 288 is actually 1 day. Then I kind of ran out of level 2s, and I decided I'm going to swap to 3s, or excuse me, to the tier 1 zone. And I did this for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I collected 369 30-minute speed ups, which is equivalent to 7.1 days. and I collected 545 minutes, 5-minute speed ups, which is equivalent to about 1.9 days. So when you look in comparison, I spent over 3 times the amount of time in the tier 1s, but I did not get triple the days, right? They're not equivalent. Like I said, you get 3 30 minutes on a drop here, and you get 5 30 minutes here. But the total I got for about 3.5 hours was 10, 11, 12, pretty much 13 days total. 13 days of speed ups for free. I didn't spend AP. I didn't use my troops. I didn't have to work with a teammate. I just sat down and grinded and used a few strategies. Now, you can also get some really cool drops like the 800 or 1,000 gems. The first day I did this, I got lucky and I got them twice. Today I only got 1, but just to show you that it is possible. They are there. They're very, very rare, but the 50 gems are not that rare. You're probably gonna collect 2,000 to 3,000 gems. I got about 3,000 gems, just a little bit under in the 3 hours, which is a pretty good thing to me. Now, I'm gonna teach you a few of the important tips and tricks. Okay, the first tip is to ditch any zone that like runs out of resources. If you scan around yourself and there's none, then move. Like this one is bugged and this one's bugged. So I'm done with this area. I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna grab a random and I'm just gonna get out of here. The hope is you land next to something like this, right? You cut down your exploration time to 5 seconds versus like looking and scanning and like trying to find something 55 seconds away. Just to like easy math here, this is about a minute plus exploration time. It's gonna be a minute there and a minute back. So it takes 2 minutes to get 1 relic versus being right next to them. It takes literally no time at all, like 10-15 seconds, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna exhaust this area around me until they're all gone. I got very lucky. We are on almost the 4th hour. I just found a good spot. I got lucky. It happens. It's gonna happen for you too, because people they're not efficient in this event, and that's why I'm making this video. It's just I see so much value here, and I think a lot of people are missing out. Now, my second tip is going to be syncing up your horses in case you want to leave. So what I'm gonna do, because they're desynced, I have one ready and one still out. I'm gonna send the next one further away than the one I have that's coming back, right? And I'll try and explain what I mean by that. So I'm gonna go here. And then the next one, I'm gonna go to the short one. And I can desync, or I can sync up my scouts after being desynced. So you can see this one here is going to come back early. What I can do is send this one to the 21 second, and I can send my next one to 14 second. Now the difference is 7 seconds, but it's actually longer because it's 7 extra seconds here and 7 extra seconds back. So if it's desynced by 14 seconds, I'm gonna sync them back up by 14. And it's really important to not random teleport until you have both scouts with you. Very, very important. Okay, my next tip, and I kind of touched on it in the beginning, is start in a tier 2 zone and then play the rest of the event on the outskirts in the tier 1 zones. I'll tell you right now, the tier 1s are so good. You can easily farm on the outside for 2, 3, 4 hours. It really depends how active the KVK is, depends how active your server is. And yeah, start in the tier 2 zone and make your way to the tier 1 zone. My final tip is whenever you have a zone like this and I get something really nice, I have 12 seconds. Some of these aren't working. 26 seconds. Once I start to get to the range at about here, 35 seconds, especially in the first like 2-3 hours, I actually leave it. So I do like a ring around me because that's the way the math works, the equal distance. Once I get rid of everything in that like zoom out range, around me, under 30 seconds, I leave. I random teleport or I actually teleport. And I just don't want to be there because I'm going to lose time. Why would I be spending 30 seconds there, 30 seconds back, a full minute for each scout when I can just random teleport, get 3 times more efficient? Like a 13 seconds is half the time of a 26, right? It's just so much faster. 13 seconds so close, it's almost triple as fast as a 30 seconds. So if you can find your way to getting in these closer ranges, just random teleport, you're gonna collect so many more bonuses. And my final tip, guys, is gonna be keeping in mind 2 things about teleport, like a real teleport, not a random teleport. 1, it's the only thing that's gonna let you cross zones. So going from Vigrid into a tier 2 zone or going from Vigrid into Nordy, it's the only thing that lets you do that. But keeping in mind, you can't do it all the time. So keep in mind the 20-minute cooldown. I like to only use random teleports until I exhaust a zone. I'm gonna random teleport in Vigrid until I exhaust it. Then I'm going to teleport out of it and go into something else on the edge to keep collecting. So if you guys like these kind of videos and you like maximizing rewards, kind of like I'm showing here on the screen, I like to give my interesting, creative little ways. I hope these tips and tricks help you, and I hope you guys like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.